Hey, toy and collectible fans, this is Fly Guy for TekSushi.com, giving you a look today at G.I. Joe Jinx, or as she's known as in Hasbro's packaging, Kim Arashikage. So this is a repaint of a figure we've had at San Diego Comic Con. I think it was 2012, I believe. I did manage to get one at the time, and there was two versions available. Why are there all these two there? I do not know. These are epic figures as far as I'm concerned. This was the red version of her, Kim Arashikage. There we go. And there was a white version, which was the far more rarer, I believe, and far more expensive version, which I'm so not paying the money for. But I love this figure there, and she is remaining on her bill on this very, very cool G.I. Joe card. So, yeah, rather cool figure. So that's basically the Jinx figure. Now we get this version that's coming up here from the movie, and she comes with a ton of accessories. Let's get a look at one of the kind of weirder ones first of all. So Kim Arashikage, there we go, G.I. Joe Retaliation. She comes with a toolkit, basically, which lets you put all the weapons inside there, although it doesn't tell you that. But you push a button and it opens out into this display, which also can allow her to be this zip line. The zip line's very short, so it doesn't really work very well, but it's just one of those extra play feature things that I wish they really wouldn't do, and they'd actually produce something else, like a bit of a diorama or a build-a-figure kind of thing or something, because it's frankly kind of a bit crap. So the case comes in and allows you to, in fact, before I go on up the case, there is a component that she can, well, it's like a key, I guess, she can grip onto. But it doesn't really explain what this was. I think this is a remnant from an older G.I. Joe that was used several years ago. I seem to remember seeing this key and lock functionality, but not quite sure what it was supposed to do. So there you go. It's a bit of a useless piece, this. She can put this on her hand, put her hand through it, and then what, I can't really recall. So I'd love to know if one of you guys know, please do tell us. But apart from that key, this case folds out and snaps open. And I've done my best to put all the, there's the contraption that comes up for the, there we go, the zip line. If I can untangle the string, it was all neatly done, but I've buggered it up now. There we go, there we go. So you pin one end, this little pick here, somewhere strong that's going to hold it, and the Jinx will hold on to this little grip here, and down she goes down to the bottom. And those two fold inside. You can see just about that folds inside the little set there. Trust me, it does. I did it earlier on. There we go. And then this piece can fold in there too, like so. Ta-da! Anyway, so this is what I've done with the weapons there, and that's roughly the way I think they're supposed to go. I've tried different combinations, but what a pain in the ass that Hasbro do not tell you where these things are supposed to go. So the crap thing about all these weapons is that she comes with, so we get, you know, two little, I can't remember the exact names of them all, but there's a couple of knuckle dusters, those little sticks, two axes and two little swords. The the bad thing about it is when you try then and close the case with all of that, it then doesn't properly work. So the axes then protrude at the side. So again, Hasbro, whoever's doing the instructions on these things, you need to tell us more, not the crappy features that don't really work. Tell us this stuff. This could have been quite an interesting feature in this little kit box, but it doesn't really say what it does. So very odd piece. However, I'm very glad to get this figure. I picked it up at DorkSaveToys.com. There'll be a link to buy this directly underneath the video. Love those guys for Joe's. This is from Wave 4. And again, it's a repaint, so I'm just so glad to be able to finally get a Jinx, because they've just not made any in ages. So, and then they come out with San Diego Comic Con and release two of them and make it incredibly expensive and hard for collectors like me to get this. So, very happy to get this figure. She comes with this sword, this black repaint of the silver version of this. I don't know the exact name. There is a name for it, but the exact name for this I don't recall. But there's a silver version and the San Diego Comic Con version. This is just black, so still nice. On her back, she also has two ninja swords. Sadly, again, they don't have any kind of silver or paint on the handles. I love that G.I. Joe Ninja Dual Strike with the brown kind of handle. Little touches like that make such a difference, especially when we get so many Joes with so many weapons. The little touches would really help. But still, I love this figure, regardless. So she's got the Arashikage logo on the back and on the sleeve. I mean, she's Dago yellow. She's practically Kill Bill here. She's so bright. But she's also got that on the sleeve there too. And I'll show you the figure in much closer up in just a minute. So it's a kit bash of previous Jinx and I think legs from other bits and knees from other figures as well. But there we go. Let's get a really good close-up of the facial sculpt. She's very pale, but still a very good figure. Well painted, pretty much on the par. The yellow doesn't sit too happily on the black, but it's still doing a pretty decent job. Overall, I'm not quite sure why that yellow stops there at the front, but never mind. We'll worry about that after. So overall, the black's been applied pretty well, but black and yellow are very hard colours to kind of work well. As you can see, the yellow doesn't appeal, it doesn't stick to that black all that well, but look, I don't care. I love the figure. Female figures, most people just go bananas for, especially when they're cool ninjas like this lady. So she's a pretty solid articulation overall. She's got a ball jointed head on her, so plenty of movement back and forth, left and right. You've got a ball joint with a hinge at the arms, go pretty much all the way up. You'll see that there. Ball joint with a hinge, a hinge at the, ball joint with a hinge at the elbows. She's got swivel wrists as well as that double kind of articulation that happens on figures. Oh, tell a lie, because she's a female figure and she's got very slight hands. She doesn't have that. She's only got, she's only got swivel wrists. My bad. She's got just under the boobette. You can see that she's got that swivel torso, so there's a little bit of movement, but generally just side to side. She's also got the standard pins in the legs, double joints on the knees. There you go, you can see that there. And she's got these awesome rocking ball joint ankles, I should say, anchors. And peg holes on the bottom, two pretty generous deep ones as well, which allow the figure to be posed pretty well. So I love this figure, a great one, it has to be said. But what do you think? Is Jinx good? Do you like this figure? There's been a bit of a kind of a unease on some G.I. Joe sites that I've read about this. Some hardcore fans are just saying, this is terrible. And I'm like, why? You haven't had one in ages. So I don't know. There's always a kind of debate about G.I. Joe forums about people want more troopers and less ninjas, all this kind of stuff. So what do you think? Again, I just love the fact that we're finally getting some of these. And this has been a long time coming because I mean, the movie's now, what, nearly a year and a half? Something like that. So it's good to finally get this figure. This is brand new, so very grateful to the guys at Dorkside Toys. They've got some links underneath, as I said, if you want to go and buy that. Plus, we've got some links to some of our social channels on there. Again, like the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Please do let us know what you think about the figure itself in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't already, we've got a channel for Star Wars. Over 700 Star Wars figure reviews, Sideshow, Lego, Black Series, all that stuff. Just search Fly Guy Star Wars on YouTube. That's it. We'll be back for some more of the Wave 4 G.I. Joe Retaliation figures coming up soon. Cheers.